Hello everyone, Ken George here, and I am recording a very short video to show you one of our latest software releases, and we are super duper excited about this. So sit back and relax. I'm going to take about 25 to 30 minutes tops to go ahead and go over this information. We have a brand new offering from your friendly neighborhood mobile tech company. And the reality is that I've been in this business now for 5 or 6 years, and it has been like a roller coaster. Ups, downs, twists, turns, and every now and again you get ejected from your seat. Oh my goodness. What is going to happen next? What is around the next corner? And I've got a lot of friends in this business, and I talk to them on a regular basis. And in doing so, I hear lots of different reasons why people have soured on the mobile app business, a business that when I first saw it, I thought was the greatest thing in the world. Well, here are just some of the reasons. Prices have gone up. There are plenty of people out there that have had relationships with companies for years, paying one thing, having your customer set up at one price point, and then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from underneath you, and next thing you know, the pricing has changed and you got to go back to your customers, which is never a fun thing to do. In addition to that, now if you want to have an app published for Apple, Lord knows you've got to get an Apple license for that customer. And that's a pain. I hate the concept of getting an Apple license. It's all that terminology that you don't really understand, the languages you don't really like or understand. And, not even just that, but then of course you've got the $99 a year. What customer really wants to do that? Then, of course, you've got the length of time that it takes to publish and the expense that it takes to publish an app for Apple. You're talking about 1 to 3 weeks when you're talking about getting something published for Apple. You certainly have to go through the evaluation process, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a mobile app. It's just for the birds. I was publishing an app the other day on a platform for a guy that was one of my resellers in the past that doesn't really know how to do it. I was helping him out, and it blew me away when I hit the button, and it said, hey, click this button, and you're about to pay $199 on your credit card in order to be able to publish an app. So $200 publishing fees, I don't even know who dreamt that up, but that just seems to me like absolute highway robbery and just a cash grab, really. Republishing fees, if you want to keep your apps up to date, you're going to be republishing them 3 times a year. That's $150 right there. And these are just some of the reasons why people have soured on the business. I think the biggest thing is when you've got a monthly fee of $300, $400, $500, yet you've only actually sold 2 or 3 or 4 apps. Yet you're paying for some business that you don't really actually have. Boy, oh boy, is that for the birds. Now, I would like to go ahead and introduce you to the Container app. A Container app allows you to publish one master app with an unlimited number of fully functioning apps on the inside. I'm going to just repeat that. I would like to introduce you to the Container app. A Container app allows you to publish one master app with an unlimited number of fully functioning apps on the inside. Now, once you go into the app and you open it up, you're going to encounter a list of options for you to choose from, ultimately leading to a list of fully functioning apps on the inside. This can be used in a number of different ways. First of all, you can approach a franchise that has, say, 500 locations, or 150 locations, or even 25 locations. You can approach that franchise and you can do one master app for them, and then everyone has their own app with their own customers and all of their own feature set on the inside. Another opportunity is to approach a business group. Say there's an existing business group and they already have meetings or whatever it is, however it is that they're tied together. And then you can certainly provide them with one app, put everybody inside, and now everybody again has all of their own stuff, but they still benefit from the synergy of each person's customers being able to see the other apps. In addition to that, you can create your own business group where everyone promotes the master app because they'll all be found inside. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and show you some examples of what I'm talking about. And I've got 3 different examples that I'd like to show you. First, I want to start with this one here. It's called Nyaqua Pizza. And this is a pizza place with 5 different locations. And you can see here, you've got the main app. You've got a list of things here in the menu. And then when you come down here and you click on locations, this is giving you a list of each one of the 5 locations that the business has. When we come down here to Steinbach, you can see they've got their own app with their own coupons, their own rewards, their own messaging, their own loyalty cards, one-touch calling, food ordering, reviews, all of that stuff in one place for this particular location called Steinbach. You back out of there and you've got this one here in Pembina. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. A completely different app servicing a completely different group of customers with the same sorts of features, but again, they've got a different customer base and they have their own app. So that's the beauty here, is that you've got 5 apps on the inside, and with all of these apps being on the inside, this is what we're talking about, where you've got a franchise. Whether this franchise has 5 locations or 500 locations, all of these fully functioning apps are right inside of the main app. So that's the first example that I wanted to show you for Niaqua Pizza. If you take note of the spelling of it there, you can go ahead and download the app onto your own phone and take a look at it at your own speed and your own time. Now I would like to introduce you to another container app that we have published. And this one, I can't even pronounce it. It's all in French. But it's something like, I'm not even going to try. Anyway, you've got 4 different groups of businesses here. Let's scroll up and down. So first of all, you've got the app here. Okay, with all different types of links and features. And then you've got a list of restaurants, boutiques, services, and whatever AUTRES is. You've got a list of those there too. So it's neat because you've got 5 different restaurants that are listed in here. And when you look at the app that they put together, it is a very simplistic and clean app. I can't imagine that they had to put a lot of time into this, which is great because it means that they're able to make a bunch of money. So that being said, there's your first app. Here's a second app, and you can see that it's virtually the same app, except they've changed the logo at the top. Again, in doing it that way, you can keep your prices low, or you can simply make more money because you're giving a lot of value, and in giving all of that value, here's a coupon, in giving all of that value, this is a very simplistic look. So literally, this is like creating your own shopping mall, okay? Where you've got 5 different restaurants all in one place with very simple apps to create. We leave restaurants and we show up in boutiques. And as you can see, we've got the same theme going on here. A very simple app. We've got their coupons. We've got their messaging, all their contact information. Here's another one. This is not my app, but whoever did this app is really on to something because this is so simple to build. Okay, let's go to services. And okay, now this one's a little bit different, but still very simple to build. Here's a hotel. So literally, they've got about 16 apps inside of this master app. And it really excites me because you know what they didn't have to do? Number one, they didn't have to get Apple licenses for all 16 of these businesses. Number two, when it comes to republishing, they don't have to republish any of those 16 apps. They simply republish the main app. So it is a completely different twist on what's going on. I want to show you a third example, and this is actually an app that I put together called Loyalty Central. And let me go ahead and just, actually I want to close that, and I want to start it all over fresh. There we go. Okay, so I created this app because I really wanted to see what this whole concept was all about. And I'm someone that relies on imagery. I've actually got to look at pictures for me to actually be able to understand and comprehend exactly what it is that we're selling. And here with the Loyalty Central app, we've got the exact same goal as the other one. And that is to have, not just 10 apps in here. We want to have ultimately thousands of apps inside of this one place. And when you click on this, you can see that we're selling apps in Boise, Idaho, San Antonio, Texas. And then and we've actually started in both of those two areas. Then as you can see here, opening soon, Loyalty Central is expanding into additional markets soon. Fort Worth, Texas, Miami Beach, Florida, Salt Lake City, Utah, Dallas, Fresno, Baltimore, Fort Lauderdale, Cleveland, Ohio. You click on Cleveland, Ohio, it's under construction. We haven't gotten started in there yet. But what I want you to understand is we're going to have a situation much like you see here in Boise, Idaho, where first and foremost you've got a restaurant here called Aladdin. You see how colorful and bold and rich the imagery is here compared to the last one that you saw? And it's up to you whether or not you want to have something that looks like a Cadillac, a Lamborghini, a Yugo, a Toyota, or anything in between. And as I said, it's a fully functioning app. So you've got one-touch calling, the menu, locations, the gallery, the fan wall, messages, submit a photo, the website, an information page, notifications, and then a punch card. All of that here inside of this one restaurant app. You've got another restaurant app, and you'll notice it's completely different. Each app we're putting inside of Loyalty Central is completely custom, completely separate, with whichever features they would like to have on the inside of the app. Down here, you've got a barber shop. Again, a completely different layout, and we have access to all of our features. So we're talking about push notifications, 5 different kinds. We're talking about 7 different types of loyalty programs, shopping carts, mobile food ordering. The list goes on and on. Down here at the bottom, this Mashiko, this is a food truck. And so as you can see, again, I've shown you 4 different apps. Not one of them looks like the one before. They're all completely different with a different feature set. They're robust, they're custom, they're however you want it to be. So again, you looked at that one. Let's come back here to this one here. And you can see that neither one is right, neither one is wrong. They're just different. It's just a question of how you want to go to market. That being said, one of the other things that we're going to be doing here in Loyalty Central is we're actually selling coupons and our different loyalty things. So if someone wants to buy an app, fantastic. If they don't want to buy an app, then we're going to drop down and we're going to look to just sell them a coupon. And we can sell them a coupon for a fraction of the cost and literally have them here in this list of coupons. We can sell them a loyalty card and literally have them in a list here for a fraction of the price of giving them a complete mobile app. Again, we can give them the entire thing, or we can come in here and we can just sell them a coupon. So that's the idea. Now, for full disclosure, I'd like to go ahead and show you some of the other things that are out in the marketplace. Here's an app called 5 Stars. And this app I'm not really all that particularly fond of. But this particular app, let's search. Here is one of the businesses that's listed. And look what they get. They've actually sold, they've sold 13,000 businesses on joining this app. And as they've sold 13,000 businesses, this is what they get. This is a joke. Compared to what we're offering in Loyalty Central and the French one that I can't pronounce, this is so plain and boring, it is unbelievable. People are paying $225 a piece to be in here times 13,000. That's called 5 Stars. So you've got 5 Stars. They've got another one here called Vincinity. Here's another one of our container apps. This one is still under construction, but you can see again that this has a completely different look compared to what Loyalty Central looks like, compared to the French one, but it's a container app nonetheless. So lots of different directions you can go in putting this together. Now, That being said, let's just go ahead and jump back into our presentation. Now that we've looked at some examples, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and take you into the pricing. The way that this works is instead of paying a monthly subscription fee of say $300 or $400 or $500 a month, that is not how this works. You're going to pay a one-time fee, which you may as well consider to be a training fee, of $250. With that $250 one time, you now have a green light to be able to go and sell however many container apps you'd like to sell. Now, keep in mind, at Mass Mobile Apps, we have a white label reseller program where you can come on board and you can pay us however many dollars on a monthly basis and get a certain number of app credits and go out and sell individual apps. And you may already be one of our resellers, or you may be a reseller for some other business that's out there. Maybe Business Apps or BuildFire or Good Barber or any of the other businesses that are out there. Well, that's great that you have those relationships. The nice thing about coming on board with a container app with Mass Mobile Apps is you are not paying $300 or $400 a month. You are paying $250 one time. There is no monthly subscription fee, so that is it. After that, you go sell a container app, you're going to pay us $25 a month for that app to keep it live. As far as the apps that are on the inside, you're going to pay us $15 a month for the first 10 locations. All of the locations over 10, you're going to be paying us $10 a month. So if you go out there and you sell a business and they've got 5 locations, well, you're going to pay 15 times 5, which is 75, plus you're going to pay the 100. So you've got 5 locations inside of that app. Each one of them have fully functioning apps, and all you're paying us is $100 a month. The rest of it, that is all on you. In addition to that, I'm not a tech guy, okay? I'm a sales guy. So for me to go and learn Photoshop was a job, all right? It took a while before I even felt comfortable to try. But now that I know how to do it, I love building apps. So if you know how to get in there and do your own design work, more power to you. If you'd like for us to build and do all of your design work for you, we can do that. We'll charge you $250 to build the main app. We'll charge you $200 to build each of the apps on the inside. Again, no one says you have to have something complex. No one says you have to have something simple. And certainly you can learn to do it, and you can do it all yourself and keep that money in your pocket. But the main thing here is there is no monthly subscription fee. So all of the people that I've ever seen that have got mobile, maybe they've sold 2 apps, but they're paying $300 or $400 a month, and they only have 2 apps on the book. Well, that is never going to happen here with what we're doing. So let's go look at some of the things that remove that sour face from your face. And the first thing is, when you've got a container app, one of the cool things is that you're combining downloads of multiple apps. That gives you the opportunity for big numbers. There's a container app out there called Clover, and with that one, they don't even get an app. All they get is a loyalty card. And they've got 500,000 downloads from people who are patronizing all of the different businesses that they have signed up as customers. So that's one of the beautiful things, is that literally it's like starting your own newspaper, your own magazine, your own coupon book. And when you look at Loyalty Central, and when you look at all of the different cities that we plan to expand into, it's like having a Valpak where we're literally starting franchises in the different marketplaces. And if each one of those cities has got 100 different businesses that have signed up, and if those businesses are all bringing on 200, 500 people that are downloading the app, folks, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're literally going to be sitting here with 100,000 or 250,000 people that have downloaded the app. the beautiful thing about that is that means the next time you go out to sell an app, you're going to be able to say to that customer, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, when you get an app inside of Loyalty Central, I've got 500,000 eyeballs. Actually, it's double that because each head has got 2 eyeballs. So I've got 500,000 eyeballs that are potentially looking at your app. We're talking about genius. It allows you to build synergy, which makes it easier to sell that next app. Folks, we're talking about starting a business with a $25 monthly fee. Create your own newspaper, your own magazine, your own bow pack. It's like a radio station or a TV network. Again, it's great for franchises. It's great for places where they've got multiple locations. It's great for business groups. Now, once we get one of these businesses set up, we're going to be able to provide them with posters and flyers and signage like what you're looking at here. Loyalty never looked so good. And here is a QR code that you can use where when someone scans it, it's either going to take them to the iTunes store if they've got an iPhone, or it's going to take them to the Google Play Store if they have an Android. So, download the Loyalty Central app today. Once inside, search for the Cancun Mexican Restaurant app in the participating merchants area. Once you do that, favorite our app and prepare for exclusive savings and offers. That's right, we're going to give them signage like this. Everybody is promoting the mall. It is literally like having a store in the Mall of America. If you've got a store in the Mall of America, you're going to tell your customers, hey, come on down to the Mall of America and find our store directly across from the food court, directly across from JCPenney's or whatever it is. It's the same thing. Download the Loyalty Central app. Download the Container app. Once you're inside, search for our app in the participating merchants, then favorite our app. Once you do, prepare for exclusive offers and savings, and you are on your way. And that's what it's all about. Again, we are super excited to be introducing this new piece of technology. This is something where if I was to start my business over again, this is the way that I would go. I would not have signed up to be paying $300 a month until the end of time, right? And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go out and sell my first app. With this, we're going to get you trained up. We're going to give you all the tools you need for $250. Go out and get your first app, and you are off to the races. So that is my story. Very short video, less than 25 minutes. Please download the apps that I showed you, and you can look at those in your own time, or go ahead and watch this video a second time. When you're all said and done, you want to get some questions answered, you want more information. I'm going to sneeze. But if I don't sneeze before the video, I'm going to sneeze after the video. So go ahead and get in touch with myself, Ken George, or get in touch with my partner, Ali, and you can get in touch with either one of us, Ken at massmobileapps.com. You see the spelling in the bottom right-hand corner. Or Ali at massmobileapps.com. Or if you already have some other email for one of us or our phone numbers, reach out to us, get your questions answered, and we can go ahead and go from there. How is that? As long-winded as I am, we got this done in less than 24 minutes. Have a wonderful day. Welcome to the world of container apps.